Okay, good morning friends. Standard 11 Commerce, subject OCM, and chapter number 3, that is Business Service Code. See, as we discussed in chapter number 1, so what do you mean by commerce? So that we learn in particular chapter, commerce that means trade plus trade related services. It means that commerce is equal to trade plus auxiliary services. In that particular services, 6 services are there that we learn. Number 1, transportation, go down, insurance, banking, agent. Okay. So these various types of services that we have learned. Out of that, many services that we have to learn in deep in chapter number 2. Okay, that is the last chapter. What we learn? First of all, we learn about the insurance. Then we learn about postal service. Then we learn about go down, and then we learn about transportation. So this topic that we have to discuss in chapter number 2. Right now we are going to discuss about the very important topic as well as one again services of related to trade, that is banking, and then fourth chapter that is related to communication. So here we learn about the important service. Nowadays it's the most important service, that is the banking. So in first part that we have learned about the various introductions as well as meaning and definition of banking or bank, and then we have to take one topic related to it, and that is the functions of bank. So first of all we learn about what do you mean by banking, how it came, these words, from when it is came, and where we have to study. So here in a simple term, we can say that the institute providing the service of banking, it's called bank. In simple term, we can say that whatever institute, those who are providing the service of banking is called bank. Easiest definition of bank. What do you mean by bank? The institute, those who are providing service of banking is called bank. See, first of all, we learn about some history about bank, that when this word is came. So here, first time this word is started at Geneva in the year 1407. Okay, so first time bank word is used or derived from in Geneva in 1407, and it's derived from the Italian word banco. Okay, so bank word is came from the Italian word banco. In Roman world, some money lenders are there, and that's why that they are called as a miscela. Okay, so this is the history that some Roman words are there. That meaning is that particular thing is money lender. Okay, those who are lend of money, that is called money lender. Okay, and that's called a miscela. Another meaning that a small or temporary shop on along with banks is called banku. Okay, so a medium or short term, for the short period of time, some temporary shops are there, and those shops are derived as a along with their banks, and that is called a banku. Okay, so this is the some introduction as well as history related to bank. Second one, meaning. So this is the important meaning of bank. Nowadays, what do you mean by bank? So here, according to RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Okay, according to RBI, what do you mean by bank? So here definition is that bank is an institute which is collect deposit in order to lend them with the condition to return it at the end of the fixed term, number one, or whenever it is demanded. Okay, so this is the meaning of bank. So here we can say that bank is an institute, those who are collect the deposit from the customer and lend that particular money, those who are need the money. Okay, and as a loan with the condition to return it at the end of fixed term, in a fixed deposit, that they are returned in a fixed term, as well as whenever it is demanded. It means that whenever the customer, those who are deposit their money in the bank, whenever they need, they can withdraw that particular money. And this type of service is provided by institute, and that institute is called a bank. Another is that same for providing service of banking is called bank. Okay, so those institute who are providing the service of banking is called bank. So this is the meaning as well as definition of bank. And nowadays we can see, okay, so banking is providing many facilities to us, as well as nowadays the huge use of bank is there for the various purpose. Okay, so here again the meaning of definition, the meaning of banking is, or definition of banking according to RBI, Reserve Bank of India. Bank is an institute, it is one type of institute which collect the deposit, see is a collect the deposit in order to lend them. It means that they are giving the money to that people, those who are in need of that money as a loan. Along with loan, that they are again collect the interest, with the condition to return it at the end of fixed term as well as whenever it is required or whenever it is demanded. Okay, so as we know that any person, those who are on the money, they are two things with their particular income. First of all, they are expense the money in the market, and second one, that they are save the money for the future. And whatever saving amount is there, every people is put their saving amount in the particular bank institute. Okay, and that particular is a collection for the bank, and those person, those who are required of that particular money for the various purpose, so they are taking loan from the bank. For example, purchase of house, purchase of car, personal loan, education loan, agriculture loan. So here various types of loan is there that they are providing banking institute to the person. So this is the meaning of bank as well as banking system. Now, very next point, that is the main functions. What are the functions of bank? So next topic that we have to discuss here, that is the functions of bank. So here as we know that the main two functions of bank is collect the money and lend the money. This is the two main functions of bank. But nowadays, with the help of technology and with the help of modernization and privatization, nowadays banking institute provide the many services to the customer. So here we have to see the functions of bank. So here mostly they are divided into two parts. Number one, that is the main function of bank. In that particular things, four main functions are there. Number one, that is accept the deposit. Number two, lend money. Number three, to invest money. And number four, to do interbanking transactions. So this is the main functions of bank. And number two, that is the subsidiary functions of bank. In subsidiary functions, 8 functions are there that we have discussed in later. So first of all, we have to discuss, okay, the main function of bank. So here we have divided that particular thing into 4 parts. Number one, that is to accept the deposit. It means that as we discussed earlier, that customer is there, or any person, those who are on money from the market, either from the job, business or profession, whatever is there, whenever that their income, on the income, that they are divided into 2 parts, expense as well as saving. And whatever saving is there, that they are put in the particular account, in the bank, okay, for the safety purpose as well as to earn interest on it. So here, number one, to accept the deposit. In a bank, that they are collect the money in a 4 way. Mostly they are collect the deposit in a 4 way. Number one, that is saving account. Later on this, after this topic, that we have to discuss in a deep, but here I am giving to some ideas or some sentence about this particular account. So saving account, anybody can open this type of account. Okay. Right now, before few years, that Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana, okay, that they are do the compulsory of any business, that is the account of any consumer. Okay. So here, that the saving account, that any consumer or any person, those who are put their money in the particular account. So this is the saving account. Number two, that is the current account. So here generally the businessmen, those who are doing a many transactions in a per day. So this type of businessmen, that they are open this type of account. In this particular thing, not an interest received by any businessman. either they have to pay the some charges related to that, but the most important benefit of this current account is that they have to do number of transactions per day. There is no limit, but in saving account there is a limit. Okay. Number 3, it's a recurring account. So what do you mean by recurring account? In recurring account, a fixed amount of money that is paid by any consumer for the fixed period of time. For example, 2000 per month for a 2 year. So fixed amount is that they have to pay 2000 rupees per month for the 24 month, that is for the 2 year. So here that is the recurring account. Normally the rate of interest is higher than saving account in the recurring account because they have to return it money after 2 years. So for the 2 year the bank can invest the money for the other purpose and give the land. It means that lending the money to another people. So here third thing is the recurring account, and number 4, that is FD. It means that fixed term deposit or fixed deposit. What do you mean by fixed deposit? For a certain time of period, one amount is there, those who are decided by the depositor, and after the end of that particular month they have to collect that money along with interest. For example, 50,000 rupees that they have to put at a single time, and after 5 years, for example 5 year FD is there, then after 5 years they return it money with interest. Generally the rate of interest is high of FD in related to saving account as well as recurring account. So here fixed deposit, saving account, current account and recurring account, this mainly 4 types is there, that they have to bank collect the money from the market, from the customer or from the general people. So this is the first part, or this is the first functions of bank. Number 2, to lend money. It means that the very first function is to collect the money. The second function of bank is to give the money, lend the money to another people. Okay, and generally bank give the money in against of mortgage. Okay, it means that for example I am the people, those who are take a loan from bank. Okay, so bank lend money to me, but instead of it I have to put some assets to the bank, give the some assets to the bank as a part of mortgage. So here to lend money through loan as well as through overdraft as well as cash order. Okay, so here cash credit. So here 2 types is there. First of all, for example any person, those who are require a loan, so they can take the loan from the bank and pay the particular loan with the installment system. So this is the first part, that they are giving the loan, for example education loan, agriculture loan, then after personal loan, car loan, home loan. So various types of loan is there. Next, number 2, that is overdraft. Okay, that is OD, that means overdraft or cash credit. So sometimes what happens in current account, that those who are opened by the businessman, current account, sometimes what happens that they are written the check of amount higher than that balance of current account. It means that for example in current account they have balance of 2,90,000 and they have written the check of 3 lakhs by mistake. So what bank are provided? Bank provided 10,000 rupees instead of that particular person. Okay, and then after they are informed to that particular people that you are written the check of 3 lakhs rupees, but in current account your available balance is 2,90,000. So we are giving 10,000 rupees. We are already giving 10,000 rupees as a overdraft for the short period of time. But when it is duration is long, when it is duration is increased, cash credit is obtained. So here overdraft is converted into cash credit. So in simple term we can say that for the short period of time it's a overdraft, and when time duration is increased, so overdraft is converted into cash credit. So here the second and important functions of bank, that is to lend money. Number 3, to invest. The third function of bank is to invest money. It means that as we discussed earlier that the first function is to collect the money, second function is to lend money. But sometimes what happened, that collection of money is increased than lend of money. Okay, and as we discussed earlier, that in accept of deposit, that we have to pay the interest. So what they are doing, whatever amount is there, that is a part of reserve. It means that, for example, that acceptance is 1 crore rupees and lend money is 50 lakhs. So out of 1 crore that they are lent to people 50 lakhs. So remaining 50 lakhs is there. So this, in this situation, what they are doing, they are invest in government securities. Okay. So bank is invest the money in the government securities for the short period of time, medium period of time, or the longer period of time. Why? Because they need the fixed rate of interest, because they have to receive the interest from the government securities and to pay that particular interest to the acceptor, depositor. Okay, as we discussed earlier, for example, in saving account they have to pay 4% interest. For example, in recurring account they have to pay for example 6 to 7% interest. In FD and they have to pay 8% interest, 8 to 9% interest. Okay, so whatever interest is there, that they have to collect from the market with the help of investment. So whatever balance amount is there, this type of balance amount, collection of money and lend of money. So whenever lend of money, acceptance of money, collection of money is higher than lend of money, at that time what happened, that they are invest the particular money into government securities and earn a fixed rate of interest and secure interest from the government security. Then they have purchased the government share, government bond, okay, government debenture. So this type of securities that they are purchasing from the government institute. And number 4, that is to do interbanking transactions. See, what do you mean by interbanking transaction? First of all, that we have to understand. For example, two banks are there, Bank of Baroda, Bank of India. And as we know, who is centralized? That is RBI. So for example, one bank is need money for the shorter period of time. For example, less than 24 hours. It means that less than 1 day. If any bank, those who are requiring the money less than 1 day, so what they are doing? They are take the money from another bank. For example, Bank of Baroda, Bank of India. So if Bank of Baroda needs the money of 5 lakhs rupees for the less than 1 day, so what they are doing? They are taking that money from the BOB, Bank of Baroda, but with the permission of RBI. So here, as we discussed, that RBI is the main function, RBI is the main. So whatever transaction that they have to do, they have to do all the transactions with the help of RBI. It means that with the provision or with the assurance of RBI. So here, what they are doing, RBI give the permission, and thereafter one bank give the rupees as a loan for the shorter period of time, for the meaning less than 24 hours. That is called a call money. So it's called interbanking transaction. So as we discussed, that if one bank is taking the loan or money from the another bank, definitely they have to pay the interest along with their particular principal amount. So whatever they are paying, that is called money interest. Whatever interest that they are paying, for example, they are collect 5 lakhs rupees and they are paying 5 lakh 10,000. So 10,000 is the interest amount. So it is calculated on the basis of rate of interest which is decided by RBI. Okay. So this is called the main functions of bank. Which are the main functions of bank? 4 functions are there. Number 1, accept the deposit with the help of saving account, current account, recurring account and fixed deposit. Number 2, to lend money through loan or through overdraft or cash credit. Number 3, that is to invest the money whether from the government securities or sometimes they are invest in the private also. And number 4, to do the interbanking transactions, which is called call money, because one bank is called to another bank then to send money. That is called a call money, and whatever interest that they are paying, that is called a call money rate or call money interest. So this is the main function of bank. Now the second part or the second services of bank, that is the subsidiary functions of bank. And how many subsidiary functions are there? So as we discussed, so 8 functions of bank which is included in the subsidiary functions. See, this is the main function. The main function of bank is these 4 functions, but here another 8 functions are there. So subsidiary functions, first of all I read all the bank functions of bank. So here number 1, to look after the financial transaction of customer. Number 2, to do the transaction associated with the foreign exchange. Number 3, to issue the letter of credit. Number 4, to issue the traveler's check. Number 5, service of demand draft. Number 6, to provide the information related to credit of person associated with the bank. Number 7, to provide the service of underwriter. And number 8, service related to ATM, demat and safe deposit vault. So this is the 8 type of functions which is included in the subsidiary function. This is only this. Now we have to discuss one by one all the 8 functions of management of particular banking. Number 1, to look after the financial transaction of the customer. See, as we discussed earlier, with the help of this primary data, with the help of these primary functions, 2 things is there. That is 2 type of person is there, those who are associated with the bank. Number 1 is a borrower and number 2 is a depositor. So here for example, I am deposit the money, okay, and some other person, those who are collect the money from the bank as a loan. So here I am the depositor. It means that I am the deposit money in the bank. Other person, that is the lend money from the bank. For example, 2 businessmen are there. One businessman is writing check to another people. So what happened? So here I am drawing that particular thing, that which type of condition is there and what is the main role of bank there in particular situation. Okay, so here I am writing that particular thing with the help of that. Okay, so here for example, person A is there and person B is there. Those who have here account of BOI and P as HDFC. Okay, so as we discussed earlier, that 2 type of person is there. One person, those who are return the check. For example, that person A, those who have purchased goods of 50,000 rupees. Okay, he is purchased goods, so he is sending the goods, and he is purchased the goods, so he is returned. A is returned the check of 50,000 to B. So definitely he is sending the check to the HDFC bank, his bank account, and that particular thing is check go to the Bank of Baroda with the help of CH. CH, that means clearance house. Okay, so here HDFC sent to the check in clearance house, and that clearance house sent to check to the BOI. So what BOI that they are doing? First of all, they have checked, BOI checked the balance of A. Either balance of 50,000 is there or not. Okay, so here the first thing is there. So here the look after the financial transaction of customer. Whatever customer of bank is there. For example, here Bank of India. So Bank of India is checked all the transaction of A, because A is a customer of bank. So here that they are checking if 50,000 balance is there. For example, here balance is 1 lakh. So what they are doing? They are subtracting 50,000 and remaining balance is 50,000. Again they have passed that particular check of 50,000, sent to clearance house sent to check to the HDFC. And HDFC, what they are doing? They have opened the account of P, and for example his balance is 30,000. So they are at 50,000 check. So this total balance is 80,000. So in this way, that bank is looking after the financial transaction of the customer, either A or B, person A or B. Whatever bank is there, bank is checking that particular thing. that all the transactions are in a equal form, in a particular form or not. Or nowadays we can say that many bills, for example, light bill, gas bill, mobile bill, okay, with all the bill is due with the help of banking transactions. So nowadays we can see that many banks are there. Those who are almost all banks are there. Those who are provide this type of facility that any person can pay the bill of their household expenses with the help of banking system. So this is the first point. Now second point, to do the transaction associated with the foreign exchange. So as we discussed, if we have to do the transaction with the foreign companies, what we have to do? We have to first of all take the license, and second step, then we have to open the account if do not have. But when we are purchasing or selling the goods with the help of with the foreign countries, so we are receiving or paying the foreign exchange to them. And at that time, particularly what happened, that foreign exchange is due with the help of RBI as well as our banking transaction. For example, we are sending goods to America. So America paying the bill in terms of dollar. So banking system is that those who are converted dollar into rupees and credit in our account. So this is called a transaction associated with the foreign exchange. And our banking system is that those who are functions of bank, those who are manage all the things. So we can easily do the transactions with the consumers, with the traders. Okay. Next, number 3, to issue the letter of credit. Okay. What do you mean by letter of credit? That is one bank writing letter to another bank. One bank writing letter to another bank, that is called issue of letter of credit. See, in this situation, what happened? For example, they are doing the credit transaction. Okay, that is A and B person is there, that they are doing the credit transaction. Then what happened? For example, A is purchasing goods from the B. Okay, for 50,000. So if they are doing the credit transaction, then what happened? B is demanding for the letter of credit. At that time, what is the A's bank? HDFC. So BOI is write the letter of credit on HDFC. That this is A is my customer of this bank, and give the assurable that this person is paying the 50,000 rupees in the particular account, and HDFC received that particular letter of credit. One thing is that when BOI write the letter of credit of A of rupees 50,000, when the balance of A is more than 50,000, that is in particular A person is there, their balance, savings account, current account, whatever is there, balance of that particular account is more than 50,000, then they are taking the assurance, because they deduct from it. Also they are taking some charge of it to give the service of this particular type of services. So here number 3, that is to issue the letter of credit, that is one bank is write a letter to another bank. This is the point number 3. Next, point number 4, to issue the travel check. See, as we know nowadays, okay, every people is there, every person is there, those who have hobby to travel the world, and as we require for the travel of world, money is needed, and it is too risky to take the cash with a travelers. Okay, because there is a question of theft or any other problems related to it. So nowadays banking is provide the facility of travelers check. It means that, for example, I am the person those who have go for many countries abroad or within India. So what I am doing, for example, instead of cash, what I am doing, I am taking the travelers check from my bank. For example, 5 checks are there, which is 1 lakh rupees. 5 checks are there, 5 lakh rupees is there. For example, I am taking that particular thing from the HDFC bank. So what happened? In any country, in any part of country, I am submitting that traveler's check of 1 lakh rupees. That branch is given me 1 lakh rupees. Okay, for example, here I am in Anand, Gujarat. Okay, I have to go for the Bombay. Okay, so if I am going to Bombay with the traveler's check, so I have to go HDFC Bank, whatever branch is there, I am submitting that particular check to the HDFC Bank in Bombay branch. They are giving me 1 lakh rupees. So it's a reduce the risk of theft of our money. Okay, so this is service is provided by traveler's check, is provided by particular bank. Okay, so again it's a auxiliary services, it's a subsidiary services. 4 types of services there. Number 1, to look after the financial transactions of the customer. Number 2, to do the transaction associated with the foreign exchange. Number 3, to issue the letter of credit, that is a letter written by one bank to another bank. And number 4, to issue the traveler's check. Very next point, that is number 5, service of demand draft. Okay, demand draft, DD, the most important and famous word, that is DD. So sometimes what happens that the person, those who are send the money from one place to another place, mostly that they are in government sectors, that they are demand for the DD. It means that it is one type of check that is written by one bank to another institute that they have to pay the money. Okay, so here this type of information is there, that it's called a pay order, that a customer is give the order to his bank to pay that type whatever amount of money to the another party. So this type of service also provided by the banking sector because subsidiary functions. So fifth function is service of demand draft. Number 6 and most important service, that is to provide the information related to credit of person associated with the bank. See, this is the most important, again this is the most important functions of bank which is related to bank. I am explaining that particular functions with the help of again diagram. Okay, so here again I am drawing one diagram so it can be understood in an easiest manner. Okay, so here let's see, I am drawing the particular diagram. So here, for example, person A is there and person B is there. Okay, for the very first time, both the person, those who are doing business. Let us take one live example so it can be easily understand. That is person A and person B. Person A, those who are giving order to person B of 1 lakh rupees. See, person A is giving order to person B. Now what happened? For the first time, any businessmen are not ready to give the credit, goods on credit. So what they are doing? They are again writing the letter and give that you have to give me 2 types of references. In that 2 types, number 1, that is one reference on bank. Second reference, that is the businessman. Okay, so person B, those who are writing letter on that particular A, that they are demanding that give me 2 types of references. Number 1, that is a businessman. It means that a businessman, those who are associated. For example, person A, those who are doing business with person C. As well as you have to give one assurance of bank. It means that in which bank you have to open the account. You have to give the name of bank as well as some detail regarding it. So here what happened? Now the bank work is started. So here B is writing letter to that particular bank that how's the credit of A. Again, B is writing letter of bank that how's the credit of A. Now it's a work of bank that to give the answer to B about the credit of A. And this is the work of bank, that bank provide the information related to credit of the person. Okay, credit of person, either he is liable that we have to do the business with him or not, and that is called a credit solvency. Okay, solvency certificate. Okay, it's called a solvency certificate. So here number 6 is there, that's to provide the information related to credit on person, credit of person associated associated with the bank. Again, A and B is there. Then A have to purchase goods from B. So for very first time on credit, so B is demand for the two references. Number one, that is businessman. Number two, that is bank. Writing the B later to bank, that what is the solvency of A, what is the image of A, and then reply to the particular businessman that what is the actual reality of person A. Okay, so this is the work of bank. Now to provide the service of underwriter. Sir, this is again a very important topic, that is underwriter. See, what do you mean by underwriter? For example, any new company is there, those who want to do business. Now, any new company, they are collect the money from the market with the help of issuing share. Now what happened? For example, new company is there, so nobody can trust on that particular company. So what happened? Listen carefully. What happened? That new company is there, those who are appointed bank, as an underwriter, because bank have many contacts with the customer, so bank gives the assurance and they are helped to sell the share of new company to the consumer. Okay, because as we know, this is the part of SPCC. The one new subject is that is secretarial practice. Any company, those who want to start a new business, whatever they are issuing share, if 90%, less than 90% subscription is there, then they are not able to open the company. And that's why for this kind of removing the risk, what they are doing, bank is appointed underwriter as a bank, new company appointed underwriter as a bank, and provide underwriter commission. They are also give the commission that to bank, that is called underwriter commission. For example, bank, with the help of bank, they are selling 80% share, rest of 10% share that is purchased by bank, because they are giving the assurance, they are underwriter commission, they are receiving the commission to sell minimum 90% share of the new company. So two work is there. Number one, that is new company started with the help of 90% issuing share, and bank earn the underwriter commission. So here bank also provide this kind of services, that is called a service of underwriter. Okay, and nowadays number 8, that is to provide the service related to ATM, automatic teller machine, that any consumer is withdraw the money from anywhere. Okay. Number 2, they are also provide the service of demat account. As we know, in a modernization, that each and every person are there, those who have opened their account for the transaction of share. For the demat account is compulsory, that is dematerialization. Okay, that is in a above situation that they are giving the share certificate, but again there is a problem of theft or lack of particular certificate. They are credit the share certificate into directly in the bank account. So demat service is there. So bank is also provide the demat services. Number next, that is safe deposit vault. Okay, if we have to say save our deposit in a vault, it means that they are also provide the facility of lockers. So this is the list of subsidiary functions. Many other functions are there. Those, it means that many other facilities are there. The banking is provided to us. So this is the main topic, that is the function of bank. So what we learn? First of all, we learn about this review, but first of all we learn about introduction as well as definition of bank. In simple term, we can say that a service, a institute, those who have provided the service of banking is called bank. And then we have to discuss the functions of bank. Two type of function is there. That is the main function. 4 functions is there. Accept the deposit, lend money, to invest, and to interbanking transaction. And lastly, we have to discuss subsidiary functions. This 8 type of subsidiary functions is there. Okay, so this is the first part of this chapter. That is the banking service 2. Okay.